How's it's everyone? I'm not just your average Joe. Uh, I'm I'm just exhausted right now because I play basketball and I'm just not as young as I used to be. My body can't handle it. Oh, I am kind of heavy though, so that's on me. I gotta lose weight again. So I haven't done the Korean Azure battle for some reason. Just not. I don't really have a good reason as to why I haven't done it yet. I just haven't done it yet. So gonna start doing I don't think I've ever really received a good free summon. Oh well, I mean, okay, obviously that's like subjective, I suppose, like whatever a good summon means, but at any rate, my brother has been getting he just got 3 hectares from the stupid banner, so I'm kind of hoping that I can at least get another. I have a minus resistance plus speed Roy, and I'd rather not have a minus resistance plus obviously, but yeah, anyways, onto he's not too bad with Triangle of Death and Raw Raven. He's actually not that bad of a user of it. Anyways, what's going on in my life? I don't really know what's going on. Okay, so here in Canada, well, at least in Ontario, we celebrate Family Day. So, La Rochelle. So you play basketball. I went out with our friends. Man, this is one guy. Like, man, I don't know if you know anything about basketball, but this guy had footwork. So when he, a lot of guys post up, but they don't really know what they're doing. You can tell, like they're not getting any closer to the basket, or they're not going to the middle, or like the person that's guarding them just stays in front of them, and that's the whole. Post up is not about that, and if not, they're trying. They're not trying to look for a better position. Like you can kind of tell when someone's not. But this guy knew exactly what he was doing. Kept the hands up every time he did the layup. He kept it as high as he could. Oh my. Man, and then I had another friend who's really quick and has a very smooth jump shot. Ooh, he's the closest thing to Curry in our friend group that there is. Not that he is actually Curry, but it's just one of those things. Anyways, yeah. It was kind of refreshing to play with some people who, have like a solid foundation of the game, as opposed to like. I'm not trying to like bash anyone else that I play with, but you can kind of tell that they didn't really have the formation of playing basketball. But these guys, they were legit. Like it was a nice game. I learned to tone myself down because I tend to hurt myself more often than not. That's kind of just the way that's just the mentality I grew up with as playing the game. It's kind of frustrating actually, because it really shouldn't be that way, but one of those things that from a young age, always give your all. But now that I'm older, if there are any people who are gonna watch this that do play ball, I would recommend you be very, very mindful of how you play the game, because your health is the most important factor whether or not you make it or not, right? So you can talk about making it, making it, or quote unquote making it, but if you're injured, that's like a really whether or not to do. This looks like she's a minus defense plus HP, so I'm gonna go. I'm trying to think of something amusing. Okay, so this is a story I've told numerous times. So I'm a little older now, but back when I was an adolescent, my friend and I, we were being, I don't know if stupid is the right word, but we weren't being very smart about certain decisions that we made. And one time we were biking around, and keep in mind, my friend had a broken, his bike didn't have brakes, like it was broken, and I had a helmet and everything. Like we both were wearing helmets. Thank goodness I was wearing a helmet. Anyways, what happened was, as I'm trying to find a unit to give my those things I just improved on. So you see the sign, right? And the sign's like no biking here. It's not allowed because the angle's too steep for biker. And us being the adventurous young adolescents we're just like, what, like let's do, let's bike here. And so long story short, I end up really wrecking myself. Like halfway through the hill, I fell off my bike and I rolled down the hill. I was like, oh, it was not fun. It was not a fun time. That's all I can say. And I can honestly say a lot. Like I regret that decision. That I had injured myself. Story of my life is basically I've been injured a lot to the point where like I've had like a lot of body pains now. I have a lot of ankle problems, shoulder problems, elbow problems, back problems, but I don't actually have a fracture. I've never had a fracture, and I actually would argue I would have rather had a fracture than the current injuries I have right now. So that was just stupid, and it I roll down and I get wrecked. I absolutely wrecked. My friend just bikes down past me, no brakes, mind you, and he just laughs. He's like, like he doesn't. Well, granted, obviously, well, I'll give it to him. Like, there's really no reason why he should feel bad for me because I made a poor business decision. That's all I can say. It was a very, I've made some questionable life choices in my life, and that's definitely on top of one of my more questionable life choices. But I'm all good now. Like, well, I don't know. I feel like it's hurt me in some way. Like my body just like today when we were playing basketball. My feet. I just like surprised in how much pain I was in, but those are the kinds of things that happen. So your body, I get your all, but nowadays I have to learn that like I have to take it. It's tough. It's tough to kind of put myself down because I'm just so used to giving my all, and it's hurt me in the long run, right? I don't know. Like I actually am frustrated by what has happened to me, but at the same time, I know you're a kid though. Like I don't know. I kind of want to. Like it's not like I was gonna expect those kinds of things. Oh wow, your body's gonna break down eventually because at the time you always have to, even now like NBA players is like, oh, I want rest, and and all those things. I'm not resting. It's just like I'm just so used to the way I was raised. Like everyone's just like, oh, you gotta be more careful, be mindful. It's like, man, I told you that earlier. Right? I really wish that if it really there are other people out make do with what they've got and value but just as so we really don't give enough credit to health. We take for granted because a poor country like the Philippines, well, not really, I wouldn't call it poor, but it's not as nice living conditions, and it's like just underrated as as something to take for granted because afford good healthcare actually. Well, I'm perspective because it's free. I'm not really, but it's you can accrue all the wealth you can accrue all the friends, family, but when your health fails you, it's something else. It really is something else. Like, and mine is not so bad. I can still walk around. Well, it's not as bad as other people's, right? Don't take your health for granted. Like, when I was 16, so I worked my body because I was like, I truly believed if I wanted to be grateful, like the bone and use healthy state as much as possible. That's how kind of gonna be grateful, but it's kind of back to my body. I didn't. And now I'm in this situation where some mornings and because I'm in that much pain. I don't because that's not the. It's not, like being tough, being soft, whatever. I never was raised to run away from pain. I was raised to embrace it. Everyone, but that's how I was raised, and you just gotta fight through it because pain's gonna stay there. You know what? Like you can take the drugs to like prevent it, or put yourself in where you don't. Once the drug is gone, it comes back. The pain comes back. So you just gotta fight through. You just gotta tough it out. Choice. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm kind of thinking like that bike thing probably has something to do with. Oh, there's a moth. Don't kill it. Okay, I killed it. A Donald. Damn it. What's my appearance rate at? It has to be really high. Alright, thank you for watching. Later days.